Hey folks, thanks for watching my video. I'm sure you saw some crazy stuff about Cancun in there. And yeah, so quite a bit of me walking around this town during COVID. But I just asked that you go to the description and you click some of the links. That way I get, a little bit of affiliate tracking money so that I can pay for these adventures. Thanks a lot. Bye. So here we are, Cancun 2020. The air here is phenomenal. The weather here is phenomenal. It's like 70, 75. Less humidity than most cities near the water. Less humidity than pretty much any coastal city in Florida, I would say. There's something about, there's just something about beach towns in Florida that are just so humid. But here, I would say, compared to like Palm Beach, it's like drier. And I hate humidity. Humidity is my enemy. So let's go for a little walk around Cancun. Restaurants are mostly open. They say they're open at X capacity, but to me, it doesn't matter because there's really nobody here yet. So most of the coffee shops are open. There's really none of the restricted capacity is any sort of issue. It's the attendance. People just simply haven't gotten here. But if you look online, the prices for flights from the United States to Cancun are double what they were a week ago because people are coming here. The airlines are filling up. If you want to see, what's opening, I wish there's some way to look at that information because if there are more flights, more frequency of flights, and the prices are going up, that means people are going there. I came to Mexico City on an $80 flight. You can hear some music popping off. Get your hairs did over there. So, yeah, all in all, the move to Cancun from Mexico City was a massive upgrade. Mexico City, I learned a whole lot about how people act in groups. I told a friend of mine this recently, is that it is easier to manipulate everybody than one person. One person alone is skeptical, in the way our minds outsource certain thinking. Once you begin to put people in groups, you can make assumptions about the group and then kind of corral them in a certain direction. And then the rest of people basically, they just turn off their brains and they outsource that thinking to their, assumptions made based on the perception of others' actions. That's what you see a lot in today's politics is we are not thinking for ourselves. We are executing a script. So, it's pretty dead here. This is the main tourist area. But, in 1 week, you're going to see some good stuff. Coronavirus doesn't mess around with the South the way it does the North. Because once you know, when you're in a more humid environment, these sorts of viruses really just do very poorly. Your nose is running more. The fluids go in the other direction. You're not bringing it in. So yeah. But also, if you're coming to Cancun for the first time for whatever reason, I'll give you some tips. Taxis here they're gonna try and charge you as much as you would say yes to, and they've gotten pretty good at that. Just give me a minute. Hola. Oi. Lo siento. Sí, es okay. Gracias. Buenas noches. And so that guy's just sitting on a chair. Came right up behind him. He's got a machine gun in his hand. You know, they are very nice here. I feel like they really protect tourists, because they understand that a lot of tourists are getting taken advantage of. Okay, yeah, let me go back to the taxi situation. Fucking taxis, man. The taxis suck. You can get charged anything from, I got charged $20 to leave the airport. That's madness. Okay, yesterday I took a ride and it was 200 pesos. It's like $10. No, it was 180 pesos. I went to the same place today. It was 70, and I could have gotten, no, it was 40. I'm sorry. So the trick is just don't get into the car before you've negotiated the price. If you do that, if you stay out of the car, you maintain your leverage, and they'll be way more willing to goof around on the price a little bit. So here's a place you can sit down in this little back alleyway. It is Sunday, mind you, so yeah, compared to other places on a Sunday, this really isn't too crazy. Oh wow, the music's popping off in this pharmacy. Yeah, they must be really having some fun with those drugs. You get yourself a little drink. See, this place is closed right here, but this place is open. Oh no, the optical place is closed. See, that's the main. It's like City Hall. Benito Juarez was a president of Mexico. The salespeople here are very aggressive. This is like some park. You can see some people here. These people are trying to get us into the restaurant, and that's totally fine. Hola. See, I feel like having the camera makes people a little nervous, so I think that helps. Get yourself some pizza. Yep, the stroll continues. Yeah, so man, I don't really know what's going to happen. I think there's, look, the economy is kind of gonna, like, we're gonna have insane roaring 20s. Like, whether or not any sort of economic models predict that. Like, the human mind will instantiate it for the same reasons it was instantiated. It's like, I'm having trouble really thinking that the world's viewing World War I as a less significant or more significant adversary, or whatever you want to call it, than coronavirus, if you think about it, right? Think about like the impacts of World War I. There was tons of death, but just like the economic impacts of it, and then what was after. So I think something we're really going to see is the Roaring 20s are going to, like, it's just going to be insane. I think the value of the dollar is going to, it's absolutely going to collapse, regardless of Roaring 20s or not. The value of the dollar is it's always going down. It's collapsed relative to 15 years ago. And I think there's going to be even more of a technological revolution. And what else? Yeah, I mean, things are just going to kind of continue being crazy. Just wait. I think you're going to see the world get broken up between people who can handle technology and people who can't. The way that coronavirus has wiped out so much of the business in the world, I mean, it's been as much of a human plague as a economic plague, right? And I think it has pruned off a whole lot of non-essential economic activity. And I think what we're going to see is, whatever's been left over is going to have more room in the ecosystem to multiply. So we're going to see a mutation in the way the world's doing business. And I don't know if it's going to be for the best. Because if you think about it, typically, this is a temporary adversary to mankind, right? So it's going to mold human behavior in a way that isn't necessarily the most economical naturally. Or is it? It's like, that's the thing, is life as it is in coronavirus, with all this delivery, with all this non-essential shit, with only people working who have to work? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, the more I talk about it, the more I think that coronavirus is what it's leaving over is only the non-bullshit. And everybody who is working a job that people don't give a fuck about, they're going to have to find something new. And through that iteration, there will be more people working in productive fields. So, yeah, I think you're going to see a productivity increase. I don't know. Well, yeah, this is coronavirus time. Let me walk through here. It's a little busy. People be out here.